episode 22 of the Dropcast. I'm Matthew Kershaw, and I am a kid now, joined by Carl Shimon, who is a squid now.
That's not terrible. I thought that was going to be awful.
I thought it was fucking terrible.
I was going to string out the word welcome and then make the really loud so it looked like a horse cock in the waveforms.
That's... I don't know
why.
I'm not even going to reference... I'm not going to reference it because I'll just be slaughtered.
Right, do you want to actually do a podcast? Because we haven't done one in a while.
I don't know. I feel like we have to talk about Fallout 4.
Yeah, we should. Do you want to start off with that one? Because we haven't played anything ever, so...
Hey, I've been playing Fallout New Vegas for like half an hour yesterday because I was like, you know, Fallout 4 is coming out. People say New Vegas is the best Fallout out of Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I should probably try and give it a go again. And I played for half an hour and got bored.
What did you do in that half an hour?
What did I do? I installed a bunch of mods. I still can't get rid of the awful Pip-Boy UI and interface in it. I fucking hate it. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
I walked around a bit in a fucking barren wasteland with nothing around me. And then it turned night time, and one of the mods I installed makes it so dark I couldn't see, and so I was walking in pitch black for like 5 minutes until I found out I was walking into the cliff face. And then I turned around and managed to find a house for myself to sleep in.
So this is all your fault because you didn't actually do anything then?
No, it's because the game's boring. I spent a lot of time in Novak, and I was like, this place is shit. There's just nothing. There's a couple houses. There's nothing around me. And now it's like, oh, go all the way across these mountains and take 20 minutes to walk there because you can't sprint. And then kill a bunch of things, then come back.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the pitch black mod was your own fault, though.
It is. I need to configure it a bit better. I also installed a weather mod, and it made a sandstorm happen before it turned night. No, fuck you.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Da-na-na-na-na. Yep.
It was Friday, so it was mixtape morning. It was a great morning.
Oh man, I missed it.
It was it was hot. I don't know.
So you don't like
Fallout New Vegas?
We should start a weekly series called Friday Fallout, where we talk about Fallout every Friday.
Because we both have so much to say about it.
Well, what do you want to say about Fallout 4?
I thought the trailer looked shit.
It did, yeah, it didn't look good, but I remember talking to you, I think it was off microphone, off camera, whatever you want to call it, where I said that I hope Fallout 4 is kind of like Skyrim in terms of there's just stuff everywhere to explore.
Yeah.
You know, where you can't walk more than 5 steps in Skyrim without running into something. But then you compare Skyrim to, like, Oblivion, the one before it, and Oblivion's just really shit in comparison to, like, Level Bit, or The World.
The World, yeah.
Yeah, The World. I mean, people will obviously crucify me because they say Oblivion's better than Skyrim, but I think the world design in Skyrim's great, because you just, there's stuff everywhere to look at.
And it plays a lot better.
Well, yeah, that's a given with, you know, games that are, like, 5 years old.
Yeah. The problem I have with Skyrim is I think Bethesda write really badly, and that's the problem I have with Fallout 3. Whereas I thought elements of Oblivion were really good. Like the Dark Brotherhood is one everyone talks about, and it's rightfully so. It's really quite well written. Like the Shivering Isles DLC was just the best that game had to offer. I don't know if you played it.
I've never played Oblivion.
Well, you shouldn't. It's not good. But if you ever get the opportunity, then play the Shivering Isles because it's like hilarious.
That's a problem. It's so old I don't want to go back and play it. But at the same time, I know it's good. I mean, there's a modding team working on porting Oblivion into Skyrim.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, last time I heard of it, they were like, yeah, we're going to release it soon to play it. There's like a beta test. Yeah. But I haven't kept up with it in a while. I haven't played Skyrim in a long time.
I'd be willing to check that out. That would be cool.
Yeah, it looks really nice. But the Fallout 4 trailer, it looked like it was kind of like Skyrim. There was just stuff everywhere. It wasn't just, you know, flat desert, which all of New Vegas is.
Yeah,
Fallout
what did you think about the colour?
The colour, it was a lot more colourful than most Fallout games. I mean, Fallout 3 was green. New Vegas was orange. This one, I liked it, yeah. It was brown, but there was lots of vibrant colours in the brown.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it, because I always thought that that gave it a really unique aesthetic. You know, like the really shitty colour palette. And look at something like Bloodborne with a really limited colour palette, and it just looks beautiful. So I almost, I don't know, the colours kind of disappointed me a little bit, because that could have been any game to me. until you saw the Valhalla.
I think it makes sense considering, like, because Fallout 4 is coming out, I've been watching a bunch of just random Fallout videos online because I'm never going to finish New Vegas, so I've just been watching, like, little videos about vaults and certain areas in the game that I'm never going to see.
Yeah.
Because I don't enjoy playing it. And I mean, it's a unique kind of idea. Like, the idea that, like, the transistor wasn't invented, so the entire world's been stuck in, like, the 1950s technology, even though it's, like, 2200, and they didn't focus on the space race, they focused on some other form of technology. I can't remember what it is.
Right, but, I mean, you know way more about the Fallout lore than I do.
Yeah, I had no idea. Like, I was watching a video today about Fallout 3, and it was like, oh yeah, there's vaults. Like, all the vaults have, like, this secret, horrible, I guess, subplot in them. It's not just for the people in them to survive the nuclear apocalypse. It's all, like, testing on human conditioning. Like, there's one that released a virus called the HEV virus, and that turned everybody in there into super mutants.
Yeah.
There's another one that they locked one person in there, and he went mental being on his own, and then he found a box of puppets, and then he got, like, a split personality, and then he ran away from the vault with one of the puppets that had taken a life on its own and talked to him, and then he became the puppet murderer in the wasteland. It's fucking weird.
The HEV one was totally in Fallout 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like an entire plot, but I never paid attention to it.
I've seen that one. Did you finish the storyline of 3?
Yes, I finished the base game storyline. I haven't played any of the DLC for it.
Yeah, so you saw the weird simulation computer thing of people in capsules.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah,
that's another.
That was quite interesting.
The Fallout universe is kind of cool in the terms of what it is with the whole, like it's 1950. They're stuck in the 1950s in terms of technology, and then there's all this secret dark shit. Like, there's one where they were like brainwashing people, like subliminally with like white noise, and it made people go mental. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's too bad the game sucks to play.
I'm sure some of that's in the game. It's just it's not something I ever encountered, which I guess is the game's fault. I played it multiple times.
I don't know. Like, I've only played through Fallout 3 once completely, and it was like years ago. So I don't remember any of this. So I mean, I could have noticed it at the time, but I've just forgotten about it because so much stuff has happened since then.
I've completed it twice all the way through and started a third time quite recently. I played most of the DLC. I didn't play the Mothership Zeta one, but I played like the Point and Lookout one and Anchorage. Anchorage is pretty cool. Like, there's bits that are cool. It's just I feel like most of the game is very sloppy. It's like Skyrim, where it's like you get those Daedra Prince missions and they're like really unique or really kind of fucked up in some ways. But then the main plot line is just the most ham-fisted, comic book ever.
Yeah, that's a problem, but I think it's like Skyrim where you find really cool shit in like side quests that are more interesting than the main story.
Yeah.
It's like
I didn't like Skyrim either well, I liked it, but not in the way other people did.
Yeah, I mean Fallout 3 was chasing after your dad for like a couple hours. It's just not that interesting.
Hey, dad who was a really judgmental asshole as well.
Yeah.
He's I would have killed him myself.
What are you on about? It's Liam Neeson.
Yeah, he's a dick in the movies too.
He has a particular set of skills, and he will
so
find
glad he
you.
got stabbed.
And he will kill you.
He has no skills. Do we want to move on to real games? Not this for kids Fallout stuff.
Let me just finish up. The trailer looked interesting. It looked like it was all in game. It definitely didn't look cinematic because it didn't look great.
No.
It didn't show any gameplay, which I didn't expect it to. But I don't know. I'm going to buy it regardless because I feel like I have to.
That's always good. That's always a good reason.
Well, I mean, I bought Skyrim and I'd never played any other Elder Scrolls games. And looking back at, like I said, comparing Oblivion to Skyrim, there's so much difference in them. The difference is here, I've played Fallout 3 and New Vegas, and I didn't enjoy either of them, but this looks like it would kind of be like Skyrim, where it's just completely different to the older games.
I loved the writing of Fallout New Vegas, but it was so shitty, and it was already like several years on from Fallout 3 that it felt even worse than Fallout 3 did at the time.
Yeah. Fallout 3 sucks so much dick where you walked through a sewer for most of the game. It was
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're going to have this big ruined city for you to explore. Oh, wait, no, you can't. You're crawling through sewers for most of it, killing rad roaches.
With really shitty maps where you can't actually tell what you're going to be doing.
The fucking AI in Fallout games suck.
Most technical aspects of Fallout games suck.
Well, it's a Bethesda game. It's broken anyway. I've fallen through the world like twice playing New Vegas already in the 4 hours I've logged into the PC version.
Did you... I was talking to Pat about this because he's way into Fallout and he was like super psyched over it. Because he's, This is a guy who plays FIFA in his spare time. That tells you a lot about him.
I wouldn't consider him a dude bro, but yeah, okay.
I think he wants to be a dude bro. That hasn't
Does he
quite
buy
attained
FIFA
it yet.
cards?
Yeah. Anyway, I was talking to him about it, and he posted me through like a Reddit post stuff. Do you remember when all that script stuff leaked through Kotaku?
Yes.
It was last year or something, and it was like I don't know when this post was made. I didn't check, but it was a lot of stuff about that from the same guy apparently. And yeah, some of that was interesting. I'll see if I can find it. We can maybe put the links.
I know what you mean. The problem is this guy said that he'd already played Fallout 4, and yeah, he got some of the information right from the trailer, but a lot of it doesn't sound real. I mean, in it he said, yeah, you can only play as a male.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense. I mean, forgetting about
totally does though as a narrated protagonist.
Well, yeah, every Fallout game has shown a male protagonist as like, the cover, the poster child for it, but then in game it doesn't matter. You're not that same character. You can be a male or female or whatever you want.
But they've never been narrated, and this is meant to be fully voiced.
Well, it can be like fucking what's the game you play? Knights of the Old Republic.
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah,
I know. It's just that it's not. This is not what the script says, and the script seems pretty comprehensive.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean,
so that'll be interesting.
I guess having a voiced character would be better. I mean, I don't like silent protagonists anyway.
No, neither do I.
I mean, do you remember when people stirred up shit about the rookie in Halo Reach being voiced?
I still think that was shitty.
He was like, "Oh man, it's supposed to be my self-insert OC," and he said like 5 words.
Reach, Halo Reach.
What did I say?
ODST.
ODST was silent. On the brain. We need to play that still.
I do. I played about 20 minutes of it. It's fucking really good. It's ODST.
I love ODST. The environment and everything about ODST is great. Just walking through that city in just complete darkness and hearing that smooth saxophone in the background.
Somebody on this website is going to play the entirety of ODST. Hopefully it'll be both of us. But we're notoriously shit with scheduling, so we'll see how that happens.
Are we going to race so you complete ODST first?
Well, I mean in video form, so it's going to be a case of if I need an episode to go up and you're not free, it's just going to be me, but we'll work through it.
I can set up a webcam, point it at my screen.
Oh, that'll go really hot, yeah. Absolutely. Let's see if your computer can handle that many gigabytes, multiple gigabytes of video footage.
I'll tell you right now, I can record for 13 hours and 25 minutes right now, so we better hurry up. I've only got that much disk space. Is this audio only?
Is this audio and video?
Oh, this is only audio, yeah.
Alright, so you're going to do it in GIF form. You're going to do the entire ODST game in GIFs.
Come on, WebM's future.
Right. Yeah, ODST's out. That's exciting. You know what's buried in the Halo 3 menu?
Yes, I read that, yeah.
That really annoyed me. Because it's technically before Halo 3.
Yeah, well, not in terms of release date, but yeah, I know what you mean. It's in between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But it's called Halo 3 ODST.
I know, but we're not idiots. If you're buying the Halo Master Chief Collection, you can probably work out the storyline.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And fucking... If anything, it should have been inside of Halo 2, nested in between, like, Mission 1, Mission 1 and, like, 4, or 1 and 3. You know when you're in New Mombasa? I think that's Mission 2, isn't it? 1 is on Kara Station, 2 is in New Mombasa, 3 is when you go to the...
But I almost said Fallout then. Halo 2 is a blur for me.
It's fucking really good. We should play that too. We should have played it when we... I don't think we were doing video back then, were we?
No.
We should have done.
Maybe. I don't know. When was it? Like November?
I think we were doing some video because that was Assassin's Creed, but I don't think that was till December.
Ooh, boy, those Assassin's Creed videos.
They're hot. You go to our YouTube channel, which I don't know the web address for because it's fucking dumb, and you can totally see us doing some hot remixes of Assassin's Creed videos. They're hot.
Have you heard anything new about Assassin's Creed Syndicate?
I try not to. Have you?
Yeah, same. No, I haven't heard anything.
Good.
No, I haven't heard anything.
Good. I'm looking forward to. I was thinking about that when we were getting ready, because I was thinking about E3. Because who isn't, this close to it? And I'm excited to get my hands on Syndicate this November or October, whatever it will be.
Are you really though? Do you just want to play it because it's going to be bad, like all of Ubisoft's games?
Well, I want every game to be as good as it could be, obviously, but I suspect it'll be much like Unity, maybe less fucked, maybe less broken. But yeah, I'm certainly not holding out a ton of hope for it. I don't expect a lot from it. Have you had a chance to download this month's free gold games?
What are they?
I don't know, but Massive Chalice is one of them, which is a Double Fine strategy game, aka XCOM.
Really? That's kind of cool.
I've been playing it I played it a while ago because I have it on early access on Steam. I haven't gone back to the full version now, but it's totally free on Xbox this month at some point. I think it might be multiplayer? Now. I don't know. It wasn't. It was only single player when I played it, so I suspect it's just single.
That's kind of cool. I'll have to download that.
It's it's really cool. You should check it out. It's really unique looking, and it's like this whole like bloodline thing, and you're marrying different people together, giving them castles, because it's taken place over like hundreds of years, and your heroes are the ones like fighting the battles, but you only fight a battle like every decade, every century or something. It's really unique. It's totally worth checking out. It's a really good addition for free.
Alright, I'll get that. But speaking of downloadable games, how hyped are you for Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist?
Fuck, dude, so excited. So excited.
I was speaking to somebody at the time, and then I just checked Twitter, saw that, and I screamed really loudly. And they were like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "No, hang on, shut up, I have to send this to somebody."
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, we've been wanting to do Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos for a while. We have the 5Ds one.
I just want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's the thing.
I think it's over 6,000 cards.
6,600 cards. Yep.
Some amount of animation happening in the battles, which is always cool.
I saw a Dark Magician out of a card, which looks cool.
It's just Xbox One and PS4 by the looks of it, but that's a shame. I was hoping for a PC edition so you could get in there and mod, like, I don't know, Dark Magician Girl porn or something.
That's the problem is there's already Yu-Gi-Oh! Games out on PC for free. Illegal ones, of course, but, I mean, they're not going to have a massive market because people will just play for free when those games get updated regularly with every update they make to the game.
I don't want to make this up, but on the page, I'm pretty sure it said it was $15 retail price.
Yeah,
so it's not a full price or anything.
It's going to be full of like pay-to-win card packs is the problem.
Hopefully. That's what I like to see in my video games.
No!
Microtransactions.
What card pack did you buy in 5Ds? Was it the zombie deck?
I don't know, you bought the fucking Exodia pieces, so what are you on about?
I've only won once against you with Exodia. You've beaten me like 30 times with your fucking shitty zombie deck.
Exactly, so you spent the same money I did, and got nothing from it, really. Basically, at least I got stuff from my purchase.
You can't talk, you went and bought like a fucking ultra rare Exodia leg.
I bought like 3 of those gold edition Series 3s. Before I got a single Exodia piece just to send the picture to you. That was the only reason I did it, was because I wanted that. I stopped buying them after that. I was hoping to get like more of it than just one piece, but one piece is good. I got another Blue Eyes in that as well, which is awesome.
Really? Oh, that's awesome.
I have like 80,000 Blue Eyes. It's
I have that really cool holographic Blue Eyes.
Yeah. I still occasionally rub it into our friend Ben's face that I have the Ghost Gold one from Season 2 Gold, was it? Blue Eyes that he hasn't got, and he collects Blue Eyes like pretty much exclusively.
That's awesome.
Which is weird. But anyway, yeah, video game news. It's hot, it's heavy. XCOM 2. XCOM 2. XCOM 2.
You can keep saying it, I'm not going to be like, woo, XCOM 2.
It looks so cool, though. It doesn't look like shit. It looks quite cool.
I don't know, from what I've read online, there's like no laser weapons in the game because you're like some rebellion resistance. So you don't have the cool, like, over-the-top sci-fi shit anymore.
But you've seen the trailer, haven't you? Well, you sent it to me, so of course you did.
Yes.
Yeah, so I wonder if it'll be like, you start off with really shit old human weapons, and then you're like using the other person's, the people you're fighting's tech, and it's just like completely different and new.
Probably, but then they may, like, if they want to keep it so, like, you're always the underdog, they'll have some bullshit like oh, the weapons are ID tagged like fucking Metal Gear, so you can't use the enemy laser rifles.
I don't think gameplay is going to be the issue of XCOM somehow. Like XCOM 1 was, well, I've hated the last two for Access releases that haven't been XCOM. So
what were they? They were
Starships and Beyond Earth.
Yep. Oh god.
Both were trash, but this it's Jake Solomon is the lead designer on this. I think he's lead designer. He was the big dude in charge of the first XCOM, and we saw how well that turned out. It's a fantastic game.
Speaking of Beyond Earth, I have 2 hours logged into Beyond Earth and I haven't gone back to it.
I think it's better than Civ 5, but that's because I hate Civ. So, you know.
Maybe. I mean, Beyond Earth is just an overpriced mod pack for Civ that doesn't really add anything new to the game.
Pretty much. You can find that and more in our reviews at GameDropZone.com.
We can. I read your review and then I was like, I think Kyle's wrong, and then I bought the game anyway, and no, you're completely right.
You know, a lot of people say that about a lot of reviews on the internet. It's true, where people just like disregard other people's opinions and assume that their opinion about a game they haven't played is right.
Well, no, I didn't assume you were wrong necessarily. I just thought that I know you don't like Civs, that's probably why you didn't enjoy it, and then I bought it and I was like, no, this is just a bad Civ game.
I really liked Civ Revolution on the phone. It was really fucking good on the iPhone. It was back on the 4S days.
You're like a casual gamer who still plays that.
Well, the thing is, Civ is really casual. Like, I'm going to break it to you. Civ is not a hardcore game.
But I'm just trying to tease you.
No, but I mean, like, Civ works really well on the phone. I'm sure XCOM does too, but I never picked it up.
Wasn't Starships on the phone as well?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, it was practically on the phone on my PC. If I'd been running an Android emulator, it totally would have just, like, minimized to that size.
Wow.
It was, it totally had those fucking drag and drop menus that you would never have with a mouse and keyboard interface. All the fucking... It was like 14 different resolutions depending on what image and screen you're on. That was a hot mess. Like, Beyond Earth has got a value to it. Starships is completely shit. It's terrible, in fact. But yeah, XCOM 2 is super exciting. You have a sick-ass sword, and there's cool snake people.
Oh, I saw the snake people. They were cool.
I want to be eaten by a snake person. So, another game announcement.
Oh, God! You just reminded me. I saw a GIF or a WebM online. I don't remember which one, of a guy fucking a snake.
Oh, wow. Oh,
like,
wow.
legitimately. I saw that.
Just dick in the mouth, or
no,
like tail up the ass?
I didn't even know snakes had assholes, but
fuck.
He wore it like a glove
That's
on
awesome.
his dick. And I was sat there like, this is something I never thought I would see before.
No, that's like completely new experience.
So anyway, continue.
That's like Splatoon, only not.
You're a kid now. You're a squid now.
You're a snake puppet
now. You're a squid. Actually, I mentioned to you that I actually have to apologize for the shit I talked about Splatoon.
It's fucking really good.
I didn't know anything about the game. I thought it would just be shitty multiplayer with like 3 maps, and I guess it kind of is. Like, from what I've seen, the story mode just kind of 6, really?
6 now. Yeah, they've released a free one already.
Well, that's kind of cool. I know they said they would update it for free, or update it in some way from downloadable stuff.
Yeah, but less than a week.
I mean, the hub area is fucking really cool for all the random Miiverse drawings, and then the Miiverse integration in the game's great.
It's fucking amazing.
The music in the game is amazing.
It's the best since Starbreezer Syndicate, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, the story mode kind of seems hacked on at the end to make it seem like it's not just a multiplayer game.
So, I don't want to talk too much about Splatoon here, because we will have videos up on the site of both a little bit of the single player and then some of the multiplayer, obviously.
Yeah,
but the single player is quite a bit of fun. It's not like a shooter campaign, obviously, because it's fucking Nintendo. It's kind of like an action platformer, like you're going through different zones, missions in different zones, and they do a lot of cool things with the ink. There's a lot of unique mechanics you don't see anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't even know that was in there, and I mean, it seems kind of hacked on towards the end, but it seems cool. I mean, I just shit on Splatoon because deep down it was like everybody was hyped for it, and even I was hyped for it at E3. I was like, man, that game looks great.
It looks sick.
Then the internet started to like it, and so I was immediately like, oh, it's going to be shit then.
I totally get that, yeah. Because I was the same with The Witcher. Like, going into The Witcher, I'm like, you dudes, you have no idea what CD Projekt's previous games are like, because you've never played them. You're just seeing these trailers and assuming it's the biggest thing ever. And sure enough, Witcher plays like shit. Really bad. That review is going to be going up soon after this podcast as well.
Awesome.
I don't know. I'm halfway through writing it. I've written all the positive stuff. I've now got to blast it because I finished that game yesterday. And that is perhaps the worst ending of a video game since Assassin's Creed Unity, which I guess is only like half a year.
Yeah.
It's really bad. There's different endings. The one I got was really bad. I couldn't believe they had the nerve to put me back in the game world and tell me everything up until a certain point doesn't count anymore.
Yeah.
Like, the way it shat on me at the end there for doing what I think was the right choice was like, not in a, it's subverting expectations, just in a really shitty way that I really didn't like. We'll have to talk about off air, unless you want to play that game, but I'm not going to spoil it here.
I don't know if I'll ever play it.
But also, game releases, announcements. Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence.
That's never heard of it. Do you want to read off that insane Japanese title that you sent me the other day?
No. There's 4 lines of text. I don't have the link anymore. If you can find that, though, in the meantime, Nobunaga's Ambition is a strategy game from Tecmo Koei. People who make Dynasty Warriors. They released the last one on the PC, but only in Chinese last year, and I was super pissed off. Obviously, because I can't read Chinese. I've been wanting to play those games for ages. You can get some of the older ones on the iPhone and on the Wii U store, because they're like SNES games and stuff. But yeah, this is the first proper English big new Nobunaga's Ambition, and it's totally coming September 4th on the PlayStation 4 and PC, maybe Xbox One, I don't remember.
Well, are you more excited for that, or are you more excited for Summer-Colored High School Adolescent Record, a summer at school on an island where I contemplate how my first day after I transferred, I ran into a childhood friend and I was forced to join the journalism club, where, while my days as a paparazzi kid with great scoops made me rather popular with the girls, but strangely my camera is full of panty shots, and where is my clanid roommate going?
I love it. I fucking love it.
It's so dumb.
We need to play that game just so we can do a thumbnail where we try to fit all those words into a text box. And then into the YouTube text field for the title.
I don't even know when it's coming out or what it's for. This could be like a phone game or a 3DS game. I have no idea. It doesn't list any information.
Matter. We'll just work off the trailer if that's the case, but we're going to have a video of it at some point.
Oh, God.
So that's totally up your alley. I mean,
yes, I like to join the journalism club.
It was the panty shots that really got me. That was the first word I saw. The first phrase was panty shots in that entire title. It was really cool. Also, game announcements, less cool for me, and certainly not cool for you, is the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection. So nice HD re-releases off those 3 games.
Are Sony trying to copy Microsoft where they're releasing their franchise game into a trilogy and it's going to be broken and not work and everybody's going to hate them for it?
No, the Sony game's going to be perfectly functional and complete with new modes such as the camera feature, 1080p 60. It's going to work. It's going to work, okay?
Of course it's going to work. It's Sony, not Microsoft.
It almost certainly will work. It's fucking like every other re-release they've done has been beautiful. Which has been only one. Now that I say that, I guess God of War isn't out yet, but they're not going to fuck up God of... I can't believe they're only doing God of War 3. What's that about? Why aren't they doing 1, 2, and 3? Answer me that. Riddle me that.
I don't know.
They totally should be. Why would they only do the 3rd one? I mean, the 3rd one's really fucking good, but that also happens to be the only one that I still own on disc, which is annoying. That's out in June, July.
Really? Wow.
It's soon after E3 anyway.
Going back to Fallout, apparently the rumored date is October 2015.
October? Really?
Yeah, in some, I think, like Italian GameStop or something.
IGN Italia.
Yes, IGN Italia leaked that it was going to be like October 28th, I think. And then in one of the New Vegas DLCs, there's like a board of like trains or something, and one of them says 2015 Boston, October, and then it says delayed in it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Weird that it says delayed. I wonder if they're foreshadowing the delay they planned
I thought they were like, we've got to put delayed just in case we don't make it towards October.
Yeah. It's so long to spend on a game, It's really bizarre.
I just hope it's good.
I hope it runs better than The Witcher 3. Like, I realized that though. Like, I like trailers that. See, I don't watch a lot of game trailers, and I don't need trailers to sell me on a game. But I kind of like the more theatrical ones where it's like we're just gonna look at this smoky cigarette tray and have a narrator talk to you about the perils of war or something. Like, that's what I enjoy, rather than like showing the game. Because when they show the game, it always looks like ass.
Yeah,
this is the problem I have.
The trailers always look better than the game. But did you hear in the Fallout 4 trailer, like the last words?
Was it war never changes?
Yeah, they said the war hasn't changed or something like that, and I let out a big fuck you.
Yeah, that's my attitude. I was really annoyed because like they showed that off and then didn't show anything that I saw as new. Like, I'm sure there's loads of little details that people get excited about if you're way into that, but I was like, you know, like, it should pan around and there should be a second vault fucking Jesus Christ, Vault Hunter. And it should be like you can play the entire game co-op or something.
That would be awesome.
Like, that would be insane.
That would be great. I mean, people always bitch that Skyrim wasn't co-op, but can you imagine a multiplayer Fallout game?
Yeah, but not MMO, not fucking the people who made ESO.
Oh god, no.
Keep them as far away from video game development. No, that's harsh. Keep them as far away from Fallout though as you can.
Yeah.
Because, like... yeah.
I would
but like co-op. I want co-op in my RPG. Why hasn't anyone done that?
I want to play co-op in like every game. I want to play Call of Duty co-op, and now Black Ops 3 is allowing that for once.
I'd love to play Bloodborne co-op. Oh wait, you can, but nobody has a PS4 that I like to talk to.
You have like 4 friends on PS4.
They're all playing Destiny. I turned on my PS4 last night. Right, so this will segue into more news. I turned on my PS4 last night to check out the latest Destiny patch, and I was ashamed that my entire friends list was playing Destiny.
And then you looked at your name and saw Destiny next to it as well.
Yeah, then I fucking slammed in the Destiny disc and joined them because I'm an asshole. I was like, well, I gotta get these dailies, gotta get these treasure keys. They're making treasure keys drop a lot faster, which is awesome.
What are treasure keys?
Because they're totally what you need. You need treasure keys, and you can get them in for a number of different ways, to unlock the treasure chest at the end of the Prison of Elders, which is like a half an hour, for the level 28 one anyway, it's about half an hour run, a bit bigger than a strike. And if you don't have a treasure key and you don't get one in the chest at the end, then you're basically fucked. You're locked out of the main loot chest, which is a really shitty feeling. But I've already got 2 last night, so I've got 2 treasure chest guarantees. So that's really hot. I mean, that game still sucks, but it's really hot that I can get something for playing it.
God.
Also in Destiny news, there was a leak. Do you remember a while back, March, when there was a trademark filing from a Bungie attorney for something called the Taken King?
Is that when you were trying to explain to me how it may be something for World of Warcraft?
Blizzard.
Because Activision want to hide it and, World of Warcraft then trademark stuff for Destiny.
Yeah, Blizzard totally trademarked the Dark Below a while ago. This was something that Game Informer pointed out. You can see the articles on their site, which obviously I didn't realize because I don't keep up to date with like Blizzard trademark filings. But they've done that before, but it looks like, it's almost certain that this is a Destiny expansion of some description, because there was leaked box shots of like a Red Bull promotion of like, buy this pack of Red Bull cans and get a free code inside, and it's got the Destiny the Taken King.
That's not as cool as Mountain Dew and Doritos, though. Do Kyle, and earn double XP in Destiny.
Well, I needed content for the website, and that just happened to happen when I got up one morning and I had half an hour spare. So I came up with such amazing jokes as Guardian Fuel. I thought that one was that's basically the only joke I had, but I was impressed with it. I called out Bobby Kotick directly in my news article.
Wow.
It was, yeah, that was my morning. That kind of week, I guess. What other news? Do you have any other news? I've got one more piece of news.
Do you want to talk about your Splatoon review?
I really like Splatoon. I think it's a really fucking good game. I never had anything but just the best time playing it.
Well,
which is basically what you can say about a lot of Nintendo games I've played recently. The only exception was like Smash Brothers at times.
Based on your rating here, it seems like you did enjoy it. Everyone should go read it.
Yeah, that's Tamaki-senpai. That's great on our scale.
You just spoiled it. Now no one's going to go back and read it now. They know the score.
Well, people like to bitch about Nintendo because either if you don't give them 5 out of 5, then you're like the biggest piece of shit and don't know how to have fun. But if you give them 5 out of 5, then you're basically a sellout and you just like old games like platformers.
You just like lowly squid girls.
I do. That's the thing. That's why Nintendo never got me before now, is there wasn't enough Squid teens.
You're not into, like, fat plumbers in red caps?
No way. I'm into the anthropomorphic animals.
I don't know, you could fuck Kirby like a Tenga egg.
But you could fuck him any way you want. You can fuck him like a snake if you wanted to. Ain't no one gonna stop you, because Kirby is like the used sort of like I don't know, cum rag or something, isn't it? Like Nintendo just throws him any new platform and piece of hardware and just like makes something innovative, and he's just suddenly I'm a floating yarn ball. Next time you're gonna be like, I don't know, being in smart. You can apply him to any situation, any piece of hardware, and he'll go to work on it.
He's been in every single game genre possible. He's had his own kart racing game. He's now a fucking piece of yarn. He's going to pick up a gun and start shooting people soon.
If there's one company that's as fun as Nintendo, it's Microsoft. Did you like that segue? That was a hot segue. That was the smoothest segue. So basically, Black Tusk Studios, you know them? Do you know what they're doing?
Heard of the name before.
They are basically, they were working on something new. Then that project got canned, and now they're working on the Gears of War franchise forevermore because they have been renamed to the Coalition.
That sounds like an evil organization that's trying to take over the world.
It's totally the Coalition of Ordered Governments is the big authority in Gears. So it's like, the way they said it, there was a video with Robert Ferguson, which was a super awkward video and really long way of saying we've been renamed. It was kind of the worst thing ever. But basically, they called out Turn 10 as being, you hear the word Turn 10, you know Forza. You hear 343, it says Halo. So now you hear the Coalition, it says Gears of War. So guess what? They're never making anything new ever again.
Kyle Shimon, welcome to the Coalition.
Oh God. You sound like the XCOM commander. Welcome to the Coalition, Commander. Yep. So if you're excited about Gears, then there's that to look forward to.
I've never played a Gears game before other than Gears 1.
The shittest of all Gears. I'd heard, there was those, we talked about it last time, about the Gears remakes.
Yes.
That are rumoured, and they've been leaked. I heard that it might only be Gears 1 or something. It might not be the entire trilogy, which seems ridiculous. I don't know. These obviously it's all rumours. They haven't confirmed or denied anything. In fact, they've only ever denied things, but that's clearly not true.
That's
like, the whole VMC leaks and stuff. So yeah, look for that in E3.
Speaking of E3 real quick, I think they're going to announce the release date for Windows 10 on the Xbox One. Or will hint towards it, because, Windows 10's coming out, July 29th?
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. I've reserved a copy. I'm not going to install it until like a couple months after it comes out, because it's going to be broken as hell. But I think it's Microsoft's fun. I think at E3 they will probably announce that the preview program will now start like testing Windows 10 on Xbox One, and it'll probably release sometime after the summer.
Well, there's a good job there is only one game on the Xbox I want to play this year, because otherwise we might run a risk of like bricking my Xbox.
Yeah,
and that'd be an issue.
That's why you've got the preview program nerds to do it.
Yeah, I love it. I love being one of them.
I'm going to install that.
Can't you tell by the enthusiasm?
My Kinect's already broken. Hopefully it fixes it.
There was those leaked plans, which I think they've maybe confirmed that they're making a new controller with a proper headphone jack in it.
Yeah, the 3.5mm headphone jack in it.
Which is fucking great, because I've already broken one of their other shitty headsets, so I'll have to buy a third controller for like £60 or whatever they're selling it for. Fucking racket. And then I can have some decent headphones, which would be nice. It'll be nice. Maybe we can do the more Xbox playing videos without the hassle that way.
Maybe.
Perhaps. I'm just trying to run down what happened. Is there anything else this week?
No, there's been nothing. All I've done is play Fallout, and I want to kill myself for it.
All I've done is fucking read other people's work and tell them how shit they are at writing this week.
I also
it's been that kind of fun week.
I just realised every time we do a podcast, I end up saying I've been playing something and I want to kill myself for it.
You're not the most optimistic person on this website.
Apparently not.
I don't know if you knew that. I mean, it's only fair because during the wrestling podcasts, I shit on wrestling, so...
You still need to watch the Elimination Chamber.
Fuck you! I don't need to watch Elimination
There's
Chamber.
like one good match in it, though.
Great! That's fucking 3 hours of my life I'm never getting back.
Well, then you've got to wait for the 3 hours for Money in the Bank, too.
Was it the Cena thingy match that was good?
Cena Owens, yeah, that was the only good match.
Can I not watch the others? Can we just do a podcast about one match?
No. You need to see the mess. Though, well, obviously, the Tag Team Elimination Chamber was fucking cool. You will like some of the stuff they did in there. The Bellas match, which they put the piss break match, instead of before the main event when everybody times their piss breaks, they put it as the second match of the show.
Oh, that's smart. And then everyone needs to piss during the main event.
Yeah, well, no, everybody had to go and piss during Adrian Neville and Bo Dallas, which I did and I didn't watch.
Oh, that sounds
because
shit.
Of it.
Like, fuck.
Yeah, that match I missed most of it. I mean, the fucking Divas match was awful as shit.
Surprising.
The Intercontinental Championship, I can't even, so many fucking words, it's like that awful Japanese video game. The Intercontinental Championship Elimination Chamber match was
with
fucking
panty
awful.
shots.
With panty shots, yeah. Love seeing.
But wrestling is basically one giant panty shot.
I wish. Fucking Dolph Ziggler.
Ass cheek shot.
Yeah, basically what I'm saying is you've got to watch this shit. There was some cool things, but it was mostly bad.
You can catch all my amazing impressions off that pay-per-view on the upcoming Dropkick podcast. It'll probably be a riot, you know? They usually are.
Yep.
It's usually not an hour of us talking about how shit wrestling is. It depends if you catch us on a NXT special or a WWE pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, fucking NXT was amazing.
I need to catch up. I haven't seen the BAMF stuff yet. BAMF.
I haven't seen that either. I've only seen the main events from this week's NXT. Or last week's
I've got
NXT
2 weeks to catch up on, which is 2 hours of my life I'm ready to give away.
Yep. What do you mean 2 hours is 1 hour?
Well, 2 weeks, 2 hours.
I guess, yeah.
That's maths. But before we run off and play ODST, because I really can't fucking wait to play ODST, do you want to discuss a little bit about what we're planning on E3? That's a thing that's happening in like a week's time.
What are we doing at E3?
We're going to totally try to cover every single press conference in some form.
Oh, like we did last year.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do, but either way, we're totally going to have a pre-3 podcast. And then I think we should have a podcast afterwards dedicated to just like, let's talk about how shit these pre-3 press conferences were. Be super down on the industry like everyone else will be on Twitter.
Yep.
You know, the good stuff.
Okay, sure.
I like to shit on video game trailers and talk about games that I've never played before.
Hopefully this... Oh no, wait, our very first podcast was the pre-free podcast, wasn't it?
I hope so. Probably. I
think it was. I think the first Dropcast was the pre-free.
Pre-3 cast, pre-3 drop.
Yep.
3 drop. 3 dog coming at you.
Oh,
from the wasteland. I think that'll do us for this week. I'll see you later.
I hate you.